Now, is it instance method or class method? How do you know that is instance method? Member of a class. There is no static keyword. So it is called instance method. How many ways to access this method? Two ways. What are those? Object, reference. Now, I want to call this method. What we have tried? I want to call that method by using object. What we have tried? Give me answer. Int x equal to new demo dot max. Two values. Okay. Next, system dot out dot println x. I want to call with object reference demo d equal to new demo. Next, int y equal to d dot max. Two numbers you can pass. Okay. Next, system dot out dot println y. Okay. It is first category or second category? First category. What is the category name? With arguments with return value. Method with arguments and with return value. Okay. Like this we call. Suppose second category method. Void max. Integer a, integer b. Now, if a greater than b, system dot out dot println a, else system dot out dot println b. Now, this is second category with arguments and without return value. So, no return keyword here. If there is no return keyword, return type should be void. This method I want to call. How to call this method? By using object. What do you write? New demo dot max. Two arguments. Next, with object reference demo d equal to new demo. Next, d dot max. Two arguments. Okay. Like this, if I give first category method or second category method, how to call that method? Can you give answer or not? Possible? No. No. Now it is second category method with arguments without return value. With arguments without return value. See, there is no return keyword, and then your return type should be void. Okay. Method with arguments and without return value. Now it is second category method. I'll ask some questions. Give me answer. Method name and arguments is called method name and arguments. Method signature. Return type and method signature. Method declarator. Open brace to close brace. Method body. Method declarator and method body. Method definition. Method definition. These lines are called method call statements. What are the arguments I passed in method call statement are called actual arguments. What are the arguments I written in method definition? Formal arguments. Can I call formal parameters? Yes. Here can I call actual parameters? Yes. Okay. First category method, second category method, how to call? By using object reference. You have seen yesterday. You given answers also. Okay. Now third category. Note methods without arguments. Methods without arguments and with return value. Methods without arguments and with return value. Third category, methods without arguments and with return value. Methods without arguments and with return value. Syntax. return type, method name, no arguments. Return variable, comma, literal or expression. Return type, method name, return type, method name, arguments, no arguments. Here, return keyword, variable, literal or expression. Because with return value. With return value. Methods without arguments. So in the brackets, no arguments. With return value. That's what return keyword will be there. Return keyword, variable, literal or expression. If you write variable, value of the variable comes. Literally, if you write, directly value comes. Expression, if you write, expression evaluated, that result comes. Okay. 1 minute. Now, here return type can be primitive data type or reference data type. No, primitive data type or reference data type. Primitive data type or reference data type. Methods without arguments and with return value. Return type can be either primitive data type or reference data type. Methods without arguments and with return value. So it doesn't take arguments, but it returns. That's what return type, either primitive or reference, depends upon application requirement. You can choose. Okay. This is third category. Is it over? See, one example. Suppose you observe return type integer, method name max, but here no arguments. Here no arguments. Here only I'll write the values. Suppose a equal to 5, a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Let us return. Now here, if a greater than b, return a, else return b. Now this method doesn't take any arguments, but it returns one integer value. So method without arguments with return value. Now this method how to call, I won't explain. You can give answer with the first category knowledge, second category knowledge. You can give answer. I want to call this method by using object. What you are right? Is it returning? Is it returning? Yes. Then what you are right? Integer x. Next. New demo dot max. That's it. It doesn't take parameter. Okay. Now system dot out dot println x. By using object reference, I want to call demo d equal to new demo. After this, int y equal to d dot max. Next, system dot out dot println y. So here actually method calling knowledge required. This method body knowledge not required. This type of methods, lakhs of methods are present in Java library. Finding maxima of two numbers also, this logic no need to write. It is there in Java library. Addition of two numbers also library is there. A plus B also no need to write. It is there in Java. So calculating factorial, square root, these all not required in Java actually. That is only to improve your logical skills. Okay. To improve your logical skills, that is required. Addition of two numbers also Java library is there. Finding maximum of two numbers also we have a Java library. See, already know Java P command. Java P command you studied, no? See, Java P. I'll use Java P, java.lang.integer. It is on class name. Integer is a class available in java.lang package. If I enter integer class profile, you observe here. Here, you observe. Okay. Here. See, method name is max, which will take two integers, which is going to return integer. So max method logic no need to write, already present. But that method, if you want to access, this knowledge is required. That is library method. Now you observe, is it instance method or class method? It is class method, static method. It is first category or second category or third category? First category, with arguments, with return value. This method how to call already you studied. Okay. Like that you can give answer. That purpose only you are learning now. So once if you know how to use Java library, then any Java program you can write. Once if you know how to use Java library, how to use Java library purpose only, object oriented programming knowledge required. Okay. Now this is also I'll give a task. Yes, I'll give a task. Here. Here you observe demo class loaded, main method called. Okay. Object created here, with that object max method called. Then control comes here. A value 10, B value 20, A greater than B, false. Then return B, the value copied in X. That X is printed. Again, object created, object reference created, with that max method called. Again 20 comes, the 20 stored in Y, printed. This is third category method. Write this example. It is third category method. It is third category method. So how to call first category you have seen. How to call second category also you have seen. Third category also you have seen. Over. So this method doesn't take argument, but it returns. The return value only going to be stored in X and Y like this. Return B, it is going to be stored in X. So it will become int X equal to B. It will become int x equal to b. The b value written and stored in x. This is third category syntax. Third category example. Is it completed? What is this category name? Without arguments, with return value. Without arguments and with return value. Okay. Is it over? Say. Now, fourth category. Note on. Methods without arguments and without return value. Methods without arguments and without return value. Methods without arguments and without return value. Here no return. Without arguments and without return value. Here return type should be empty data type. It doesn't return. Nothing but void. It doesn't take arguments. It doesn't return value. So without arguments and without return value. It is fourth category. It doesn't take arguments. It doesn't return value. If not returning means return type void. If it is not returning. Methods without arguments and without return value. Is it over? See, it doesn't take any argument. That's what without arguments. And return type is void. That means without return value. And here no return keyword. Okay, it is fourth category. This category, fourth category. Now, for example, you observe void display is a method. It doesn't take any argument, but it doesn't return. Suppose welcome. Now it doesn't take any argument and it doesn't return. Now this method calling also you can give answer with three categories knowledge. You can give answer. Now by using object, I want to call this method. How to call? New demo dot display. That's it. By using object reference, demo d equal to new demo. Now how to call? D dot display. That's it. Okay. Here object created. Say first demo class loaded. Open brace executed. Main method called. Open brace executed. Object created. Display method called. Then welcome printed. Again object created. That object referred by D. With the D display method called. Welcome printed. Write this one. Example. It is fourth category method. Four categories of methods is studied. Methods without arguments and without return value. Total how many categories of methods are there? 4. What is the first category name? With arguments, with return value. So like this will pass arguments from main method to other method, and it will return to main method result. It is first category. What is second category? With arguments, without return value. Just main method to other method will pass argument, but result printed there only. It won't return. Okay. What is third category? Without argument, with return value. So it will return. That's it. It doesn't take arguments. What is fourth category? Without argument, without return value. So no sending, no receiving. Now sending and receiving is there. First category. Only sending is there. Second category. Only receiving is there. Third category. Sending is not there, receiving is not there. Fourth category. See, further what will happen? Client and server programs you'll learn. Client may be in Hyderabad. Server may be in US. Client may be in Hyderabad. Server may be in US. You will send the data. Again, you will receive the data. Which category required? First category. Only sending required. Second category. Only receiving required. No data. Fourth. Like that we have to select. So further client server communication will be there. Client can be anywhere in the world. Server can be anywhere in the world. Communication purpose. Data will transfer. Sometimes data also we won't transfer. Then fourth category. Like that we have to choose. Which category required based on that. Sending and receiving is there. Use first category. Only sending is there. Second category. Only receiving is there. Third category. No sending, no receiving. Fourth category. Like that you have to choose. Now these all methods already written. They written. They selected which category required. They selected. They written. Your duty only calling. Calling method only. This type of methods already written. This type of method, lakhs of methods are there in Java library. In Java library, hundreds of packages are there, thousands of classes are there, lakhs of methods are there. Lakhs of methods are there. Already they selected which category required, they written. But what is your duty? You have to call the method. That's what I'm explaining again, calling. Okay. Now, if I give any method, that is which category, can you identify or not? Possible, no? If I how to call, can you give answer or not? No. I'll write methods, give answers. Now don't write. Just listen. Online students, end of the session, I'll clarify your doubts. First listen. Listen the class. Now I'll write some methods, give answers. Okay. Here, method name fact. Method name fact. Return type integer, which will take one argument. This is which category? First category. Okay. Now one more method I'll write. Void show. This is which category? Which category? Fourth category. What is the category name? Without arguments, without return value. Okay. Now void max int A, int B, int C. Which category? What is the category name? With arguments, without return value. Okay. Now integer get. Which category? Without arguments, with return value. See, this is first category method. It is second category method. It is third category method. It is fourth category method. Okay. Now 4 methods are given. One more I'll write. Void display. Which category? Fourth category. Okay. Integer get data. Which category? Third category. Okay. Void cube integer A. Second category. Okay. Integer add integer A, integer B. First category. Okay. Now First category, second category, third category, fourth category. Again, first category, second category, third category, fourth category. Okay. Now, two more methods I'll write. Return type float. Return type float. Method name sum, which will take float A, float B. Which category? Which category? First category. Now, return type boolean. Method name get boolean. Which category? Which category? Third category. Without argument, with return value. Now, these 10 methods are written. 10 methods. Okay. Now, which category you identified. Okay. These are instance methods or class methods. Instance methods. Okay. How many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? Object, object reference. Now, maximum times we use object references only. Maximum times. Okay. Now, one object I'll create. Demo D equal to new demo. With this D, you have to call these 10 methods. It is one small test. Okay. 10 methods you call with object reference. Okay. Now, how many people written right? How many people written wrong? How many marks you got it? I want to check it out. Okay. 10 methods are there. 10 marks. 10 minutes time. Enough. Okay. 10 minutes time. 10 methods. 10 marks. Without single mistake. One more thing. Listen. Object not required. Use object reference only. Already created reference D. With this D only you call. Okay. System.out.println also no need to write. Leave it. Only calling. Okay. 10 minutes time. 10 questions. 10 marks. Okay. Say you call with object reference only. Don't use object. Call with object reference only and don't write system.out.println. Only method calling required. Now, while writing, don't copy from friend notes. And okay, just you write it yourself. Whatever you know, that is you try. If you get a 0 marks also, nothing will happen. Okay. If you get a 0 also, nothing will happen. Online students also write answers in your notebook only. You know, notebook only write it. Notebook only write it. Without single mistake. Online students also write in your notebook only. 10 questions, 10 minutes time, 10 marks. I want to check your status. You will get it your status. I'll get it total classroom status. Okay. How many understood, how many not understood, I can understand. Online students also, no need to write in chat box. You write in notebook only. You write in notebook only. After 10 minutes, I'll give answers. Then how many written right, how many written wrong, you have to check it out. Don't use object. Use object reference only. And no need to write system.out.println. Only with a D. That with object reference you call. Try to write everyone. Completed? Very good. Online students also write it in notebook only. Write in your notebook only. After 10 minutes, I'll give answers. Then you have to check it out. How many written right, how many written wrong. You have to check it out. Each and everything you have to observe. Return type also, method parameters also, you have to observe. Everyone should try. If you get a 0 also, nothing will happen, but write. Try to write. Not writing. Written. Completed. Try to write everyone. If you get a 0 also, nothing will happen. Try to write. with return type also. Like this, if you write is wrong. Online student, return type you observe, parameters you observe, without single mistake. You are right. Those who completed also check it out. Anil Kumar, those are mistakes only. Return type also is there, method parameter also is there. Only d dot max, d dot cube, like that if you write, no use. Each and every method return type also observe. Completed? Okay. Those who completed also check it out. Once again you check it out. Still time is there. Your answer can be right or wrong. Don't discuss with your friend also. Okay, don't discuss with your friend. Whatever you know, that is write it. You will understand your status. That purpose only. If you get a 0 also, nothing will happen. Don't discuss with your friend. No need to write answers in chat box. Write your answers in your notebook only. Online students. You write with object reference only. No need to write system.out.println. That line leave it. Only method calling. Method calling required. Five minutes completed. Still 5 minutes is there. Those who completed also, once you check it out. Don't discuss with your friend. Whatever you know, that is write it. If you discuss with your friend, you will not understand your status. What purpose I am conducting this test is to understand your status. You will get it your status. Whether you understood or not, you can understand. I can understand. Your status, you will get it. Total classroom status, I'll get it. That purpose. Ten questions, 10 minutes time. Return type also observe. Method parameters also observe. Okay, not only method name. Not only method name. Return type also you have to observe. Method parameters also you have to observe. Two minutes left. Don't discuss with your friends. Okay. If you discuss with your friend, you will not understand your status. See, if you discuss with your friend, what will happen is, suppose your answer, one answer will be there. Your friend answer, one more will be there. After discussing, what will happen? One person will compromise. Both will write same answer. Maybe your answer right. After discussing with your friend, you may change. That will be happen. Don't discuss with your friend. Whatever you know, that is right. If you get a 0 also, nothing will happen. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. You written method names. Whatever you written, that is copied. Answers I am asking. Questions only copied. Who is this? Shivakumar. I asked you to write answers, not questions. Time is over. See, 10 methods are there. See, I'll give answers here. See, first method. What we have tried? Return type int. So integer x equal to d dot fact. One number you have to pass. Okay, that is first method. Second method, it is return type void. It doesn't return. So max method will take 3 integers. What do you write? D dot max, 3 values. Suppose this is you written only this part. That means it is mistake only. Okay. If you don't write x, integer x, that is mistake only. Suppose here you written integer x, that is mistake only. Okay. Now, third one, return type integer, it doesn't take parameter. Then int y equal to d dot get. So this variable name x also, y also, whatever it may be, that is not a problem. Okay, return type must match. Now, fourth one, void show. What do you write? D dot show. Fifth one, integer add, which will take 2 integers. Suppose integer z, d dot add. How many integers? 2 integers. Next, void cube. D dot cube. One number. Okay. Next, integer get data. Int k equal to d dot get data. Okay. Next, display. D dot display. Okay. D dot display. Next, float. Return type float. So float f equal to d dot sum. D dot sum, floating point numbers. Now, in Java, floating point number must be suffixed with small f, capital F. Those who didn't write F also error only. That is Java, core Java you studied, no? Floating point literal must be suffixed with small f or capital F. That is float. Last method, boolean. What we have tried? Boolean b equal to d dot get boolean. Now, these 10 methods, you check it out. How many marks you got it? You check it out. You check it out. Here, suppose return type is not there. That is mistake only. Suppose here return type not required, but you return return type. That is mistake only. It takes 2 arguments. Suppose you passed 1 argument, mistake only. You passed 3 arguments, mistake only. You didn't write arguments, mistake only. Okay. Small mistake also, mistake only. Don't think here semicolon missed. That is mistake only. That is also mistake only. Okay. Now, small mistake also mistake only. Now, these 10 methods. Okay. 10 methods. You check it out. How many marks you got it? Check it out. First, online students, just respond your marks. How many you got it? Online students respond. Those who got less marks also respond. Nothing will happen. Zero. I think this person only copied our questions. Those who got less marks also respond. Nothing will happen. How will get minus 10? Now, offline students, how many people got 10 out of 10? Just raise your hand. 10 out of 10. Okay. Online student, 10 out of 10. How many people got it? Just respond. Just raise your hand. Okay. Next, how many people got 9? 9. Okay. Online students. How many people got 8? 8. Remaining all people you have to practice. Okay. Because minimum 75 to 80% marks required. Okay. Remaining people you have to practice. I think many people mistake they here only. F. Those who got 9 also. Here, every floating point literal must be suffixed with small f or capital F. It is compulsory in Java. This is about instance methods. Okay. Now, next note on class methods. Next heading, class methods. A method that is defined as a static member of a class. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called as class method. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called as class method. There are 4 ways to access class method. First one, directly. Second one, by using class name. Third one, by using an object. Fourth one, by using an object reference. There are 4 ways to access class. First one, directly. Second one, by using class name. Third one, by using an object. Fourth one, by using an object reference. But in general, third and fourth ways not recommended for class methods. Third and fourth ways are not recommended to use. Third and fourth ways are not recommended to use. So if class method is there, don't use object, don't use object reference. Use directly, use class name. When we have to use directly, when we have to use class name, do you know? When we have to use? Same class is there directly. In another class is there class name. So note down. Access class method directly if it is present in the same class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. Access class method directly if it is present in the same class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. Access class method directly if it is present in the same class. Use class name to access class method if it is present in another class. Same class is there, use directly. Access directly. Another class is there, use class name. But in same class also class name possible. But in other class is there, directly not possible. Compulsory you have to use class name. So just one static keyword if you attach, that is called class method. Okay, because we are calling with class name. Without object possible. But previous methods, instance method, compulsory object required. That is the reason instance method. Why we are calling that is instance method is it requires object. But why we are calling this class method is it doesn't require object. That is the reason we are calling like that. Otherwise, we can call static method, non-static method also. Non-static method is called instance method. Static method is called class method. Like non-static, static also you can call. And class method, instance method also you can call. Okay. See, 4 ways are there. But third and fourth ways are not recommended to use. If you use object, object memory wasted. Here object are wasted, object reference wasted. That's what these two not recommended. And instance method not possible. Compulsory you have to create. But class method possible. That is the reason use directly or use class name. Okay. In 4 ways, these 2 ways are not recommended. And access directly if it is present in the same class. Access with class name if it is present in another class. See. Suppose here method name void print system.out.println welcome. It is which category method? Which category? 4th category. What is the category name? Without arguments, without return value. Is it instance method or class method? Instance method. How many ways to access? What are those? Now here I'll write static. This is called class method. This is called class method. How many ways to access? 4 ways. First one, directly. So directly show. Print. Method name print. Directly print. Say it doesn't return. It doesn't take argument. And directly I'm calling print. This is first way. Second way, by using class name. What is the class name? Demo. Demo.print. This second way. Third way you can give answer by using object. new demo dot print. Fourth way, demo d equal to new demo. D dot print. It is fourth way. These all are valid. All are valid, but third, fourth not recommended. See, compilation, execution, all are valid. So directly class name, object, object reference. Write this one. Example. Directly I called, by using class name I called, by using object I called, by using object reference also I called. So this method is called class method because static member. A method that is defined as a static member of a class is called class method. For calling class method, four ways. Directly we can access, by using class name we can access, by using object we can access, by using object reference also we can access. All are valid. But third way, fourth way not recommended. If you use third way, object memory wasted. Fourth way, object wasted, object reference wasted. Okay. Directly class name. Same class is there, directly possible. If in another class is there, directly not possible. That's what we will go for class name. So like this, we'll select. If the method is present in the same class, you have to use directly. The method is present in another class, compulsory class name you have to write. Okay. Four ways you have seen. Now, you already studied when we have to use class method, when we have to use instance method in core Java class. Do you know what is when we have to use instance method, when we have to use class method? 1 minute. When we have to use instance method, when we have to use class method, do you know? Give me answer. Now, when we have to write instance method, when we have to write class method. You studied only instance method, class method, but when to use you didn't study? Studied no? Give me answer. While writing program, when we have to write instance method, in which situation you have to write class method? Instance method also will write inside the class only. Class method also will write inside the class only. When we have to write instance method, when we have to write class method. Not studied. Give me answer. I explained in core Java class. Core Java most important as compared to advanced Java. Online students, 11 members gave an answer. Right or wrong, we'll see. Here. Say, if the class contains instance variable, then use instance method. Otherwise, use class method. This is the right answer. If the class contains instance variable, then use instance method. Otherwise, use class method. Why like that? Instance variable is there. Compulsory you have to create object. No? Anyhow, you are creating object. At that time, write instance method only. Suppose in your program, instance variable is not there. Then if you write instance method, for calling method, you have to create object. Then memory wasted. But instance variable is there. Compulsory we have to create object. Otherwise, no memory for instance variable. When memory allocated to instance variable? Whenever object is created. You studied, no? How many types of variables are there? 3 types. What are those? Instance variable, class variable, local variable. When memory allocated to instance variable? Whenever object is created. When memory allocated to class variable? Whenever class is loaded. When memory allocated to local variable? Whenever method is called. Instance variable in which memory block stored? Heap area. Class variable? Method area. Local variable? Stack area. If I create 100 objects, how many copies of instance variable created? 100. How many copies of class variable created? 1. How many ways to access instance variable? 2 ways. What are those? How many ways to access class variable? What are those? How many ways to access local variable? 1 way. Okay. That is directly. When we have to use instance variable in Java program, value is different. When we have to use class variable, same value. When we have to use local variable, to perform the task. Suppose if I give variables, can you select student roll number? Which variable required? Student name, address, mobile number, mail ID, college name. What is that? Class variable. University name, class variable. C language marks, instance variable. C++ marks, Java marks, total marks. What is that? Local variable. Calculation is there, no? C, Java, you have to calculate. Local. College name, for all students, same college name, class variable. Employer, student roll number, every student different. Employer, then instance variable. Like that you have to select. While writing first variable, you have to select. If instance variable is there, instance method. Instance variable not there, class method. First you have to select variable, later you have to select method. That is. Okay. Now, this is class method. Directly I call, by using class name I call, by using object I call, by using object reference I call. Have written this one? Completed? Now another method I'll give. How to call? Give answer. Say static integer cube integer a. Here integer b equal to a into a into a. Return b. This method I want to call directly. Now how to call? What do you write? Only cube. Return type is there. What do you write? Int x equal to cube. One number. System.out.println x. By using class name I want to call. What do you write? Int y equal to demo.cube. After that one number. System.out.println y. Okay. Here directly I call. Here by using class name I call. Object reference not recommended. Leave it. So it is which category method? First category. But instance method or class method? Class method. See, without object only we can call. Without object only we can call. That is the purpose of class method. See, file, save. I'll compile. 5 cube, 9 cube calculated. See, 5 cube 125, 9 cube 729. Write this one also. Example. Is it over? So it is class method, first category class method. Okay, it is first category class method. So I called directly here. I called by using class name here. Is it over? Now see, I'll remove this. I'll remove this. I'll write another class test here. Static void show integer a. It is which category method? Which category? Second category method. What is the category name? With arguments without return value. Okay. Now that method is present in test class. The method is present in test class, not present in demo class. Can we access directly? No. How to access? Class name. I want to call that method. What we have to write? Now, is it instance method or class method? Class method. How many ways to access? 4 ways. What are those? Directly, class name, object, object reference. How many ways not recommended? 2 ways. What are those? Object, object reference not recommended. When we have to use directly? Same class. When we have to use class name? Now the method present in which class? Test class. I want to access in demo class. Can we access directly? No. I want to call with class name. How to call? Test dot show. One argument it will take. See, in this situation, compulsory you have to use class name. Directly if you write, error comes. Directly if you write, what will happen? It will search in demo class. It is not there in demo class. So by using class name, file, save. See, compilation, execution. Suppose if I write directly show one number if I write, error comes. That is not available in demo class. So error comes. Compilation. See, cannot find symbol. Method show not available in demo class. Method show available in test class. That's what error. So you can call like this only in this situation. Write this example. Is it over? So now show method is instance method or class method? Class method. It is in which class? Test class. Where I am accessing? Demo class. Can we access directly? No. That's what class name. Compulsory class name record, right? Okay. Now main method. Is it instance method or class method? Main method, class method. So main is also method, but it is a class method. Assume main method is non-static. Then how many ways to access? 2 ways. What are those? For calling main method also object required. Then where you will create object, how will call object? That's what they given static. They given static. Then what will happen? In the command prompt, Java demo you will write. Then demo.main called. The command prompt will write Java demo. Main is implicitly. So you are writing Java demo. Java demo if you call demo.main. Like that called. See, suppose this file name is test.java. Valid or not valid? Now class name demo, file name test, valid or not valid? Valid. Class name demo, file name test, valid. In your program public class is there, file name, public class name must be same. Public class is not there, any name you can write. See, I'll write. System.out.println. Welcome. Now, file name. Say file, save as. File name, suppose sample test. Test.java. Save. Already is there. I'll replace. Now, what is the file name I given? See. Test.java. Test.java. What is the class name? Demo. See. Java C test.java. If you compile, you will get a demo.class. Java demo. Then welcome. So, whenever you compile test.java, demo.class generated. Dot class file is generated for every class. Whichever class contains main method, that is you have to use to run. Suppose in a program 10 classes are there. How many dot class files generated? 10 generated. Whichever class contains main method, that class name you have to write. Then class name dot main. It is called. Main is not there, error comes. Okay. So now if you write file name test.java, then you have to compile like this. But it generate demo.java or demo.class. Then this is your run. But you should not write Java test. Because whenever you compile test.java, demo.class generated. Class file generated for every class. Whenever you compile the program, class file generated for every class. 10 classes are there. 10 class file generated. Whichever class contains main method, that class only you can execute. Other classes you cannot execute. Suppose in your program public class is there, then file name public class name must be same. Otherwise error. Public class is not there, any name you can write. Suppose class A, class B, class C, class D. Here main methods.
Boba. Pepe. I like your name. Wow. I like
Here main method.
Wow. Let's play together.
Okay.
Let's
Now
all be friends.
this file name
I like your name.
e.java, is it valid or not?
Let's play together.
Valid or not?
Let's all be friends.
Valid. Okay. How to compile Java C?
How do you?
Java C?
How do
e.java. Then how many dot class file generated? 4. What are those? A.class, B.class, C.class, D.class. How to execute program?
My name is
Java.
Yo-yo.
I like
The command
your
from
name.
how to execute
I
Java
like your name.
D.
Wow. Let's play
Java D.
together.
Like a D class
Let's all
contains main
be
method.
friends.
Suppose if I write Java A,
Wow. I like
what will happen?
your name. Wow.
Error.
Let's play
Because there is no main method in
together.
A.class
Let's
file.
all be friends.
If I write Java B, same error. If I write Java C, same error. If I write Java E,
How do you?
error because there is no E.class. E.class is not there.
Nice to meet
Here, 4 classes. A class, B class, C class, D class. File name E. Valid.
My name
Valid. Whenever you compile E.java, A.class, B.class, C.class, D.class.
Wow.
But which one you have to execute? Main method class. So Java D. Suppose Java A if you write error because there is no main method in A class. Java B if you write error because there is no main method in B class. Java C if you write error because there is no main method in C class. Java E if you write error because there is no E.class file. That's the problem. That's what while writing file name dissolve you have to take here. But valid.
My name is
Now
Mochi.
Tom-Tom.
I like your name. Wow.
say
I like your name.
how to call
Let's
instance
play
methods, how to call
together.
class
Let's all
methods.
be friends.
Clear now?
I like your
Any
name.
doubts are there?
Wow. I like
We'll see
your
continuation
name. Wow.
tomorrow.
Let's play
Okay.
together.
Be regular,
Let's
every
all
class
be
is
friends.
important only.
JJ.
Every class is important only. Say patch admin details,
Yo-yo.
Google Classroom link details. You need to wait 2 more days.
Tom-Tom.
Patch admin details I'll provide further, and Google Classroom link also you have to wait. Okay, Google Classroom link you have to wait. Batch admin details you have to wait. Okay, 2 more days you have to
YouTube
wait.
Music Premium lets you play over
And
18
even
million
recorded
official
videos
songs without ads.
also you
so
have
you
to
can
wait.
keep listening to your kids' favorite
Recorded
songs
videos means
forever
further will
and
not be
ever.
provided.
Yet YouTube
Whatever
Music
you missed
Premium.
yesterday, day before yesterday. Recordings also you have to wait. These 3 you need to wait 2 more days. Further recordings will not be provided.
Twinkle, twinkle.
We'll see continuation tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Be regular.
How I wonder what you are.
Online students wait 2 minutes.
Above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. swish, swish. The wipers on the bus go swish, swish, swish. All around the town.
Online students, one by one I'll clarify your doubts. Just wait. One by one I'll clarify your doubts.
Goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all around the town.
Parveen, real-time example. For which one? Which option real-time example I didn't get?
The doors on the bus go open and shut.
Sahiti,
Open and
Google
shut.
Classroom link.
Open and
You
shut.
need to wait 2
The
more
doors on the
days.
bus go open and
Monday I'll
shut.
give. Monday I'll provide.
All around the town.
Monday I'll give a link. With that you can access. Nabil. Yeah, yesterday recorded video, day before yesterday recorded video, you'll get it. I'll provide. But not today. Monday I'll provide. These 3 recording videos you'll get it. But further recordings will not be provided. Once show method question. Show method I removed.
Please sit down. The driver on the bus says, please sit down.
That is actually you should not do like that.